name's Robbie Garland, and I live in Danforth, Maine. Well, I love to volunteer. As a matter of fact, I love the volunteer at the Humane Society in Houghton, and I can't wait for that to be reopened, and so I can volunteer there again. And I did a fabulous supply fundraiser for them for a month and a half. Probably, I don't know how far back it was now, probably 2 years ago, and it was a big success. I also am a person that sees people feelings hurt and try to make them feel more comfortable and feel more welcomed. And I'm that person that doesn't say no for the answer. I always say yes, they can. So helping in the community is my best thing I love to do. And I love to do all kinds of activities, and actually, bowling is my favorite thing actually, and watching movies and things like that. And
Good.
also going to church is my favorite thing of everything too. Unfortunately, there were so many DSPs leaving and going within a month, and I didn't spend that much time with them. There was one DSP from my soccer office that's been taking me to the South Portland pool at the South Portland school. I don't know what type of school it was, probably the high school. And I love to go in the hot tub, but I was never comfortable for deep end. One day, when I was there, he said, and I believe that's what he said. He said, if you go in the deep end, off the diving board, I'll let you go in the hot tub. And unfortunately, when I did, and of course, once I was on the diving board, this is where the lifeguard comes in. Unfortunately, the lifeguard was so rude that once you're on a diving board, you cannot go back off. You have to jump. But I was under the surface probably for 5 minutes, and somebody had to come rescue me probably, and I was totally fine from that moment. But prior to what he did, I did not go swimming again for 5 years until I moved up here. There was this nice ESP lady that started my independent program up here, and she was the only ESP I had. But she really encouraged me to do the waving by going in, kicking my feet, and encouraging me to walk in little by little. And I don't know how long it took, but one day I was going swimming with my day program up in Houlton, Maine, and my day program is here in Danforth. And I decided to go and try it. So I went in, and of course they have a phone device, and of course they will never, never, never encourage their clients to go to the deep end, of course. So I went back to the cellar end, and since then, and prior to my DSP's help doing the waving, I'm back into swimming again. But this independence program up in northern Maine has made a big difference. But it was a wonderful, wonderful thing, especially building team projects together. And what we had to do was we had to split into two teams and came up with a division, which I love so much, how you can get, there was a marble that you have to get one end to another, but as a team, you have to figure out how to keep it going and going and going. And I don't know if we won or not, but it was so much fun that it was something that I never even tried before. The whole Portland chapter was nominated to go to 2 states of Maine back in Portland, and I was able to spoke of all kinds of wonderful organizations, even a college of nurses or medical nurses. And I don't know how many there was, probably 250 to 200 probably. And they were blown away about my story, what I told them, and how my life has improved and how they can do it too, and how they can't, how people can, anybody, nobody's on, it doesn't matter if you, of course, people is people, and it doesn't matter if they're different or the same or whatever. And I encourage the nurses and medical students to hang tough and everything, and they can accomplish if they can put their mind to it as well. And I never forgotten those 2 trips. Really were blown away of all the success that Seafood did, not just for me, but for the Portland area as well. Like I said, all kinds of successful things, of course. And the story behind what I told you guys on about my speech, they've have I just can't imagine no one will ever go on the communication board their whole life, period. And I'm just blown away that they thought I would have to. And when I got to Westbrook, it has made a big difference, because my kindergarten teacher went to my mom and asked her and tell her that she doesn't want to stay within the remnants of what I've been through you. Let me try to see if I can help him. And they, like I said, they put me in speech therapy 3 times a week. And you can see that I'm that way now, even though I may still have stumble and repeat myself over again and everything. But I'm just telling you, I can't imagine how my diagnosis is true from when I was born, because look at me now. It's like I don't know even had it to begin with. And I really am proud and grateful that I have changed from my life as well. Yep, I was born in Pasayo, and and when they moved to Sanford, they learned that I would have to go through this nonsense of communication boldness from my doctor from Sanford. And that's how my school learn of how they can improve that help me. But they've been they've really been helping me big time. My sister was my co-guardian, and she lives in Bath, which is near Brunswick, and she don't have room for me quite yet. Or be able to take care of me if more than she wants to, because she's has a family of her own. So my independence program found a way that I can move up here. Probably one time saw it and it was possible, but it was more sadness to leave my old day program, because they has been a big success in me as well. So I really do have a homework support. So when I was younger, independence is never my thing, by even my parents, and might not be able to see as much of them as I want to. And believe me, believe me, of course, childhood was a big success, and I hate to leave that behind. So they thought a way that I can move up here for one time, for for one probably one time, because it might not be possible in the future. And I was afraid, but they've made it happen, and I hate to say goodbye to my old day program. I had so many friends back in the past, and I really feel like they letting them down. So, but we've But the Enforth is a community where they really welcome me home really well. And even though I really miss my Westbrook hood and Portland hood, I'm happy for this small community. And like I said, a small community can make a difference. Well, I would love to be involved with advocacy again because, like I said, I done it back in the past, and apparently they never told me anything about it being, of course, active up here. And so I would love to be involved with it again. Because who knows if I ever do see Margaret again, she will be blown away, of course, that I get to do advocacy up here now. So I will be honored if there was room for me to be in the be involved with those groups.